Sport is superstition, science, family, drama, love, theatre. It's everything. That's why we've made a betting brand for sports fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.
Let's get into the games, but before we tackle the 49ers and the Cowboys, Freddie, you were bang on the money last week saying the Eagles would make week 2 of the playoffs. Great call. You stuck your neck out on that, even though they did have the bye. But are you going in on a limb to say the Eagles will make week 3?
This is a scary situation, guys, and I'm going to tell you why this is scary, and I want to see if James has my back on this. I understand that we are the best team on the field. We have the home field advantage, but the thing about it is, with the crowd noise with the Eagles fans will boo their own team, so it's really not a home field advantage. So it kind of scares me. Plus the fact that the Eagles full team played a bunch of backups and only won by 6 points. That scares me because Saquon Barkley is a beast. He is the man, and their quarterback is coming into his own. So I really think that the Eagles will win this, but it'll be a close game, and I only have them winning it by a field goal.
Freddie's asked you, does James have your back? Do you have his back?
I love this, Freddie, because you sort of bring up the age-old question of rest versus rust. And you're playing a divisional round opponent. It's always tougher, right? Like, you've absolutely nailed this on the head. I mean, Philly, 9 straight at the link against the Giants. The thing is, as you mentioned, Philly at home this year, amazing. I think they're 7-2 just at home, 6-2 against the line at home, pretty handy. But the Giants are 8-1 on the road, just in general. That's amazing against the line. That's absolutely fantastic. So I kind of have to agree with Freddie here that it's going to be a pretty close game insofar as I think the Eagles do win, but I think the line sits around 7.5. I'm going to have to go with the Giants at the line because even though the Eagles' offense is deeper and more creative than Minnesota, who the Giants beat last week, the defense is better because Minnesota is just a bit of a bit of Swiss cheese over there. I like to see AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts as touchdown scorers. I think this is a really, really tight game though. The Giants, Saquon, as we hit on, Danny Dimes, Danny Jones. I think they make this an absolutely tight one. But the Philly Eagles and our man Freddie, they'll be celebrating at the end of it.
All right, Freddie, the Cowboys smothered Tom Brady like fire blanket stuff. Just put him out. But will they find it harder to stop another late round draft pick and the new quarterback on the block, Brock Purdy?
So I really have Purdy actually stepping into his own. I like this. I love the way that they're playing together as a team. Now notice in all the highlights that you see Purdy throwing to an open receiver. You see Purdy throwing to an open tight end. You see Purdy throwing to a McCaffrey that's fitting right into the system perfectly. I really do think that it's going to be very hard for the Cowboys to come in here and make some noise. And, let's face it, Dak Prescott is known to throw a couple picks, and the San Francisco 49ers will take advantage of it. I really do have the San Francisco 49ers taking this all the way, and I will see them in Philadelphia.
Well, he was strong on that. 49ers or Cowboys for you?
I love this because this matchup is incredible. Like Freddie sort of alludes to it. Like you got Brock Purdy and you can throw on this Cowboys defense. It's the one thing I think we learned from that Seahawks game last week. The Cowboys should be able to take advantage of that. But as Freddie sort of points out, Dak Prescott, Dakota, he'll give you a couple of interceptions here and there if you just give him a chance, right? But I do think the Cowboys can probably balance this, out with the run just that little bit more than we saw last week. And even though the Niners' run D is pretty good, I can see Dallas scoring early, but then getting bottled up, pretty similar to what we saw last week. But the thing is, Dallas just have that extra sort of level that they can go to that Seattle didn't. So I think they keep this close. I think the Niners just sneak it out at home, where I think they're 9-1 this season, 8-2 against the spread. They're an absolute covering machine there in California. This should probably be the best game of the 4, I think, for this weekend. It's going to be amazing. McCaffrey, he's had 7 games straight with a touchdown. He gets in again. The Niners win, but the Cowboys cover. If the line's at 3.5, 4-ish, the Cowboys keep it close enough to cover that line, I reckon.
All right, stick around. Next up, our first look at the Chiefs in this playoff series.
The betting brand for sports fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.